The human did not answer immediately.
Your arrival marks
The
a new
alarms
chapter
kept
for our
screaming.
species.
Red lights painted the hall in the color of blood.
At ease,
The alien council
your
was
presence
watching
here is
closely.
unauthorized, but
Some were
perhaps
angry.
expected.
Some were afraid. All of them were confused. The human slowly looked down at his hands. Free hands. Just moments ago, he was a prisoner. Now, the most feared being in the galaxy was standing in front of him, calling herself his wife. Nothing made sense. You expect me to believe this? The human said slowly. You expect me to touch you, after everything your kind has done? The commander did not move. Her face remained calm. Too calm. You have 10 seconds, she said. The council reacted instantly. This is insanity, one elder shouted. He is human trash. Another council member stood up. Commander, you shame us. You protect an enemy. The commander turned her head slightly. Her eyes burned with cold fire. Speak again, she said, and I will remove your tongue. Silence returned. The human felt it then. Fear. Not of death. But of her. He realized something important. This alien commander was not pretending. She was not joking. She was ready to destroy her own people for this moment. Why? The human asked again, his voice rough. Why risk everything for me? She stepped closer. Now there was no space between them. You think this war started yesterday, she said quietly. But this war began long before your species reached the stars. The human frowned. What are you talking about? She looked at the council again. Remove the truth seal, she ordered. The elders hesitated. That knowledge is forbidden. Now, she roared. The ship shook slightly. A glowing symbol appeared in the air above the floor. Ancient alien writing formed slowly, piece by piece. The human stared at it. Strange images filled the air. Old space battles. Massive human ships. Planets burning. Humans, leading fleets. Winning. The human's breath stopped. That's not possible, he whispered. We were never told this. Of course you were not, the commander said. History is written by survivors. The images changed. Aliens attacking human worlds. Betrayal. Ambush. The human clenched his jaw. You wiped us out, he said, anger rising. Yes, she replied without emotion. Because we feared you. The council erupted again. She speaks heresy. She lies. The commander raised her hand. The images froze. Humans adapt faster than any species, she continued. You learn war. You master pain. You do not surrender. She turned back to him. You scare the galaxy. The human laughed bitterly. Then why am I in chains? She leaned closer, her voice almost a whisper. Because you forgot who you are. Suddenly, a sharp sound echoed. A weapon charging. One of the alien guards had raised his rifle, aiming directly at the human's head. Enough of this, the guard shouted. Kill him now. Time slowed. The human saw the commander move. Too fast. She struck. The guard was thrown across the hall like a broken doll. His body hit the wall and slid down, lifeless. The council stared in horror. The human stared too. She had killed one of her own without hesitation. You see, she said calmly. I chose you already. She stepped in front of him. Blocking him from the council. Blocking him from death. Touch me, she said again. Not as desire. As law. The human's mind raced. If he refused, he would die. If he accepted, he would become something worse than a prisoner. A symbol. A weapon. A threat. He raised his hand slowly. The entire hall held its breath. His fingers hovered near her armor. "What happens after?" he asked. Her eyes softened, just slightly. "After," she said. "The galaxy burns, or kneels." He swallowed. Then he placed his hand on her armor. The symbol above them exploded into light. Ancient systems activated across the ship. Alarms changed tone. Not warnings. Awakening signals. The council screamed in fear. "What have you done?" one elder cried. The commander smiled. For the first time. And it was terrifying. "Humanity," she said loudly, "has been reactivated." The human felt something move inside him. Something old. Something powerful. And far away, deep in space. Something answered. The human staggered back, holding his head. Pain rushed through his body like fire. Memories he never lived flashed inside his mind. Ships. Wars. Symbols carved into stars. He gasped for breath. "What did you do to me?" he asked. The alien commander stood firm. Her armor was now glowing with the same ancient symbols. "I did not do this," she said. "You did." The council was in chaos. "This bond is forbidden," one elder screamed. "The human code must remain sealed." Another elder shouted, "Kill them both before it spreads." The commander turned slowly. Her voice was calm, but deadly. "You will not touch him." Several alien guards raised their weapons. The humans saw it instantly. This was no show. They were about to die. "Get behind me," the commander ordered. The human hesitated. "I don't even trust you," he said. "You don't have to," she replied. "You only have to survive." She slammed her foot into the floor. The hall trembled. An invisible force exploded outward. Guards were thrown back. Weapons shattered. Walls cracked. The council screamed. The human stared in shock. What was that? She did not answer. Instead, she grabbed his wrist. "Come with me," she said. They ran. Alarms followed them through the ship. Red lights flashed faster now. "Commander has betrayed the council. Human contamination confirmed. Prepare termination squads." The human struggled to keep up. "You said marriage meant protection," he shouted. "It does," she replied. "But only while we are alive." They entered a narrow corridor. Metal doors sealed behind them. For the first time, the commander looked tense. "Listen carefully, human," she said. "The bond awakened your dormant code." "Dormant what?" "Your species carries something ancient," she said. "A legacy weapon, hidden in flesh and mind." The human shook his head. "This is insane." "Yes," she agreed. "That is why it works." She activated a console. A hologram appeared. It showed humans, different from today. Stronger. Calmer. Standing beside stars like gods. "This was you," she said. "Before the purge." The human clenched his jaw. "You destroyed us." "Yes," she said again. "Because you were unstoppable." The ship shook violently. An explosion echoed nearby. "They're coming," he said. "Good," she replied. She looked at him closely. "The bond is not complete," she said. "They will sense it." "What happens if it completes?" She paused. "Then you will no longer be human as they remember." Heavy footsteps approached. Alien soldiers. Elite units. "Stay back," she ordered him. "No," he said. "I'm done hiding." She turned sharply. "You will die." He stepped forward anyway. The soldiers entered. Weapons locked on him. Human target acquired, one said. Commander, stand aside. She did not move. Last warning, the soldier said. The human raised his empty hands. Something inside him burned. Not anger. Focus. He stepped forward. The soldiers laughed. Unarmed human. Then. The lights exploded. Every screen shattered. The soldiers screamed as gravity shifted. The human felt it. He was not pushing. He was commanding. The soldiers slammed into the walls. Unconscious. Silence returned. The human stared at his hands. What am I? The commander looked at him with something new. Respect. You are remembering, she said. The ship suddenly stopped shaking. A new voice echoed through the corridors. Cold. Artificial. Legacy signature confirmed. Human authority detected. The human felt chills. What was that? The commander lowered her head slightly. The ship, she said. It now recognizes you. The voice continued. Command priority transferred. Welcome back. The human took a slow breath. The galaxy had hunted him as prey. Now. Something ancient had just called him master. But before he could speak, another alert sounded. Not from inside the ship. From space. Multiple alien fleets approaching, the system announced. Kill authorization granted. The commander looked at him. Her voice was steady, but serious. They will not stop now, she said. You are no longer a secret. He met her gaze. What do they want? She answered honestly. Your extinction. Outside the warship, stars began to move. Enemy fleets jumped in. Surrounding them. The human slowly clenched his fist. Then relaxed. No, he said quietly. They want their mistake erased. He looked at the commander. And you, he said. You married the mistake. She smiled faintly. No, she replied. I married the correction. Far away, deep in space, ancient systems awakened. And humanity's shadow began to stretch again. Enemy fleets surrounded them. Dozens of massive alien ships appeared from light speed. Their weapons glowed like angry stars. Inside the command deck, alarms screamed without pause. The human stood in the center of the bridge. Screens around him showed enemy ships locking weapons. They are preparing to fire, the ship's system said. Probability of survival, 3%. The human took a slow breath. 3%. That was still something. The alien commander watched him carefully. You are calm, she said. I learned that fear wastes time, he replied. The system spoke again. Enemy transmission incoming. A large alien face appeared on the main screen. An elder warlord. Scarred. Proud. Arrogant. Human, the warlord said, his voice full of hate. You should have died quietly. The human said nothing. You do not belong among the stars, the warlord continued. You are a disease. The commander stepped forward. This ship is under my authority, she said. Withdraw. The warlord laughed. You lost that authority when you touched the human. The image leaned closer. Send him to us, the warlord said. We will end this without pain. The human finally spoke. No. The warlord blinked. What did you say? I said no, the human repeated. You already tried to erase us once. The warlord snarled. This time, we will succeed. The transmission ended. Weapons charged across space. The commander turned to the human. They will not destroy us, she said. They want you alive. Why? He asked. She hesitated. Because the council declared a trial. The human frowned. What kind of trial? She answered quietly. A trial of dominance. The ship's system confirmed it. Human subject challenged. Survival required for legitimacy. The human understood. They want proof, he said. Proof that humans are still weak. Yes, she replied. If you fail, they will wipe out every remaining human colony. Silence filled the bridge. The human felt the weight of billions of lives. Where is this trial? He asked. The commander looked at the stars. An arena world, she said. A planet built for killing. The ship jumped into light speed before the fleets could fire. The arena world was dead. Its surface was covered in black stone and broken structures. Ancient weapons were half buried in the ground. The sky was red. Thousands of alien ships hovered above, watching. The human stood alone on the arena floor. No armor. No weapons. Only his mind. The commander watched from above. This is wrong, she said quietly. The council did not answer. A voice echoed across the planet. Trial begins. The ground shook. 3 massive alien champions entered the arena. Each one larger than a tank. Their bodies covered in heavy armor. The crowd roared. The human felt the fear trying to rise. He pushed it down. Focus, he whispered. The first champion charged. Fast. Brutal. The human moved sideways at the last second. The ground exploded where he had stood. The champion roared. The second attacked from behind. The human jumped. Something inside him guided the movement. Not instinct. Memory. He landed, rolled, and grabbed a broken piece of metal. The crowd laughed. Pathetic weapon. The champion struck. The human raised the metal. It shattered. Pain shot through his arms. He fell. The crowd roared louder. The commander clenched her fists. Get up, she whispered. The human lay on the ground. Blood in his mouth. He remembered the images. Human fleets. Human victory. He remembered something else. Humans never fought fair. He rolled as the champion struck again. The blow missed. The human reached the ground and pressed his palm against it. The ancient symbol burned on his skin. The planet responded. The ground cracked. Energy surged upward. The champions froze. What is happening? One shouted. The human stood. His eyes glowed faintly. This world was built by humans, he said quietly. You just forgot. The arena weapons activated. Old human tech came alive. Blades of light cut through the air. The champions screamed. In seconds, they fell. Silence spread across the watching fleets. The human stood alone. Breathing hard. The voice returned. Trial incomplete. The human looked up. What do you mean? The sky darkened. Something massive descended. A final opponent. Not alien. A machine. Ancient. Human. The commander's voice shook. That is a legacy guardian. The machine's eyes lit up. Identify yourself, it demanded. The human swallowed. I don't know who I am yet. The machine raised its weapon. Then prove it, it said. And the ground began to break apart. Huge cracks spread across the arena like broken glass. Chunks of black stone floated into the air. The ancient machine stood tall before him. Its body was made of dark metal and glowing lines. Old human symbols covered its surface. Symbols the human somehow understood, but could not remember. The machine raised its massive weapon. Trial subject, it said in a cold voice. State your designation. The human swallowed. I don't know it, he said honestly. The machine's eyes burned brighter. Then you are unworthy. It fired. A beam of pure energy ripped through the air. The human dove aside just in time. The ground behind him vanished into nothing. Above the arena, alien fleets watched in shock. That weapon can destroy cities, one alien whispered. The human rolled to his feet, breathing hard. Think, he told himself. Humans always think. The machine moved forward. Each step shook the planet. You carry the mark, it said. But you lack the memory. The human backed away. What memory, he shouted. The memory of command, the machine replied. It struck the ground. A shockwave threw the human across the arena. He hit a broken wall and slid down, coughing blood. From above, the alien commander watched helplessly. Stop the trial, she demanded. The council refused. Let the human fall, an elder said. Then this nightmare ends. The human pushed himself up. Pain burned through his body. He looked at his shaking hands. Why me, he whispered. The machine heard him. Because you are not special, it said. You are average. The human laughed weakly. That sounds like us. The machine tilted its head. Explain. Humans don't need kings, the human said. We don't need gods. He stood straighter. We survive because we help each other. The symbol on his hand began to glow. The machine froze. Command signal detected, it said. The human closed his eyes. He stopped trying to remember. He stopped trying to be strong. Instead, he focused on one thing. Protecting others. The symbol burned brighter. Inside his mind, something unlocked. Not a memory. A choice. He opened his eyes. Stand down, he said calmly. The machine did not move. Command rejected, it replied. Authority incomplete. The machine raised its weapon again. The human did not run. He walked forward. Every alien watching held their breath. If humans built you, he said. Then you exist to serve humanity. The machine paused. Processing. The human raised his glowing hand. I claim responsibility. Silence. Then. Responsibility acknowledged, the machine said. Its weapon powered down. The crowd exploded into chaos. That's impossible. No human should have that authority. The ground settled. The sky lightened. The machine knelt. Kneeling protocol activated, it said. Awaiting directive. The human stared. I didn't defeat it, he whispered. I convinced it. The commander felt something change. For the first time, fear left her heart. The human looked up at the sky. At the watching fleets. This trial is over, he said. The council tried to interrupt. But the machine spoke again. Trial result, human authority confirmed. A shockwave of data spread through space. Ancient systems across the galaxy stirred. Dormant human tech awakened. Old satellites blinked to life. Hidden stations powered up. The galaxy felt it. Every alien ruler felt it. The human turned to the machine. What am I? He asked quietly. The machine answered. You are a bearer, it said. Not a ruler. The human nodded. That sounds right. The commander's voice echoed from above. You just changed everything, she said. He looked up. I didn't want to, he replied. But they forced my hand. The machine suddenly stiffened. Warning, it said. External override detected. The sky darkened again. New ships appeared. Different from the others. Black. Silent. Old. The commander's face turned pale. No, she whispered. The human felt cold. Who are they? She answered slowly. The ones who truly ended humanity. The machine's eyes glowed red. Original enemy detected, it said. The ground shook harder than before. The human clenched his fists. Then relaxed. Then let's finish the lesson, he said. Far above, weapons began to charge. And this time, the galaxy was watching a human who remembered how to stand. They did not rush. They did not spread out. They simply appeared. Silent. Heavy. Watching. Every alien ship around the arena world pulled back in fear. These ships were lost in legend, an alien admiral whispered. They should not exist. The human stood on the broken ground, staring up at the sky. They look old, he said. They are older than our hatred, the commander replied. They are the ones who hunted your kind to extinction. The ancient machine stepped beside the human. We failed before, it said. Probability of victory, low. The human nodded. Then we do not fight the old way. The black ships finally moved. A single beam fired. One alien battleship vanished. Not exploded. Erased. Panic spread instantly. They're unstoppable, someone screamed over open channels. The commander turned to the human. Give the order, she said. You command the legacy systems now. He hesitated. Power like this destroys people, he said. Yes, she replied. But surrender destroys everyone. Another beam fired. Another fleet died. The human closed his eyes. He remembered Earth. Blue skies. Weak weapons. Hope. He opened his eyes. Activate human networks, he said. The machine obeyed. Legacy network online. Across the galaxy, hidden human systems woke fully. Not weapons first. Signals. Maps. Old escape routes. Safe worlds. Alien ships suddenly lost targeting locks. Communications failed. The black ships paused. They are confused, the machine said. The human smiled faintly. Humans always attack the mind first. The black fleet responded. Thousands of drones launched. Swarming like insects. The commander's fleet fired back. Explosions filled space. The arena world shook violently. A shockwave knocked the human to one knee. The commander's voice came through his communicator. They're breaking through our lines. The human looked at the machine. Can you fight? He asked. I was built to protect, it replied. Then protect them, the human said. The machine launched into the sky. Ancient weapons tore through drones. But there were too many. The human felt pressure in his chest. A warning. The black ships changed formation. They are targeting the planet, the machine warned. If they fire together, the commander said. This world will die. Millions of lives, alien lives, hung in balance. The human made a decision. Pull all power from the arena, he said. Then what? The commander asked. Give it to me. The machine hesitated. That will kill you. Not if I let go, the human replied. The commander's breath caught. No, she said. I will not allow. You married humanity, he said gently. This is part of it. Energy surged into him. Pain exploded through his body. He screamed, but did not fall. The symbol on his hand burned like a star. He stepped forward. Above him, the Black Fleet charged their final weapons. The human raised his hand. Not in command. In warning. "This galaxy already tried to kill us once," he said, his voice echoing across every channel. "We survived by hiding." Energy cracked around him. "We will not hide again." He released the power. Not as a weapon. As a pulse. A human pulse. Every black ship froze. Their systems flooded with something they did not understand. Human logic. Human unpredictability. Human chaos. The ships began colliding with each other. Weapons misfired. Systems shut down. The fleet collapsed. Silence spread across space. The human fell to his knees. The commander screamed his name. She rushed to him as the energy faded. He was breathing. Barely. The machine landed beside them. "Enemy neutralized," it said. "Cost, severe." The commander held the human. "Why?" she whispered. "You could have ruled." He smiled weakly. "Humans don't rule," he said. "We endure." Suddenly, a new alert sounded. A single black ship remained. Damaged. But alive. Its weapon aimed directly at them. The machine tried to move. Systems failed. The commander reached for her weapon. Too slow. The human looked up. Saw the beam charging. He pushed himself forward. One last step. And whispered. "Worth it." The weapon fired. Light consumed everything. The beam from the black ship hit the arena like a falling star. The ground melted. The sky turned white. For a long moment, there was nothing. No sound. No movement. No life. Then, silence. Space slowly returned to color. Broken ships floated like dead giants. Debris drifted across the stars. The arena world was cracked almost in half. The alien commander lay on the ground, thrown far by the blast. Her armor was broken. Smoke rose from the stone around her. She forced herself up. Her eyes searched wildly. "Human," she whispered. No answer. Fear, real fear, gripped her chest. She stumbled forward, ignoring the pain. Then she saw him. He was lying at the center of the blast zone. Still. Burned stone surrounded him like a grave. She ran. Dropped to her knees beside him. His body was broken. His chest barely moved. "No, no, no," she whispered. She pressed her hand against his chest. Weak. But alive. Tears fell from her eyes, hitting his face. "You fool," she said softly. "You stupid, brave fool." The ancient machine stood nearby, damaged but standing. "Human life signs detected," it said. "Critical condition." The commander looked up. "Save him." The machine hesitated. "Legacy law forbids." She stood and faced it. "This is an order," she said. From his wife. Silence. Then. "Order accepted," the machine replied. Light surrounded the human's body. Ancient systems activated again, this time gently. Slowly, his breathing grew stronger. Across space, something else happened. Human signals spread. Old human colonies, hidden, forgotten, received the same message. Legacy awakened. Human authority confirmed. On distant worlds, humans looked up at the sky. For the first time in generations, the stars answered back. The alien council ships hovered in silence. They had seen everything. The trials. The war. The sacrifice. An elder finally spoke. "This human, he did not conquer," the elder said. "He protected." The commander turned toward the council. Her voice was calm, but absolute. Humanity is no longer prey, she said. They are no longer a secret. She raised her head proudly. They are a people. The machine spoke again. Galactic law update required, it said. Human status, restored. Across the galaxy, ancient systems changed hands. Control was not given to one man. It was given to a species. Hours later, the human opened his eyes. The first thing he felt was warmth. The second thing he saw was her. You're alive, she said quietly. Seems like it, he replied weakly. She laughed softly. Then leaned her forehead against his. You scared me. He smiled. Good, he said. Means I matter. She helped him sit up. The sky above them was filled with ships. Not attacking. Waiting. Aliens. Different species. Different worlds. All watching one human stand. He struggled to his feet. The commander supported him. He looked at the galaxy. We don't want revenge, he said. We don't want thrones. The stars were silent. We want a future, he continued. For everyone willing to share it. No threats. No weapons. Just truth. One by one, alien ships lowered their weapons. Some bowed. Some turned away in shame. But none attacked. The human exhaled slowly. It was over. Later, aboard a repaired ship, the human stood by a window. Stars passed quietly. The commander stood beside him. So, he said. About that wife thing. She looked at him carefully. That law bond is permanent, she said. But choice matters. He turned to her. Touched her hand, this time freely. Then I choose, he said. For the first time, she smiled without fear. Outside, humanity's signal spread wider. Not as conquerors. Not as gods. But as survivors who refused to disappear. And across the galaxy, one truth became clear. Humanity did not return to rule. Humanity returned to stay. The end fire rocket.